The men's pole vault evolved into a three-man competition. The first to go over the bar at 585 was the reigning world champion, Giuseppe Gibilisco of Italy.
Gibilisco is such an efficient vaulter. You can see he doesn't have as high a grip as the rest of these athletes, but he just makes great use of his top end. Good speed into the runway, but the top end of his vault is the most important part of his vault. Right here you can see how efficient he's vaulting over a meter over his top handhold. Great vaulting by this Italian.
Gibilisco is nearing a personal best. 590 is his previous high. Tim Mack of the United States made 585 on his second attempt. He was the first to try 590 and he was up and over.
Great vault for Tim Mack. That ties his seasonal best and personal best. He's in great shape. A little bit of swirling winds that these athletes have to contend with, but Tim Mack looking very comfortable on the runway. A nice high plant, good left arm, and flies over top of 590.
And for Tim Mack, that would equal his personal best, the mark he achieved earlier this year, a successful clearance at 5 meters 90 to take the lead. Toby Stevenson of the United States, who has worn a protective helmet when vaulting since 1995 after suffering a head injury. He's the 2003 Pan American Games champion. He would also make 590 on his first attempt, and that would put Stevenson into the lead.
And Toby Stevenson has vaulted 6 meters already this year. You can see him celebrating, but he has more left in him. He vaults on a 520 pole, our longest pole in this competition, caps right out at the top. Not the most efficient vaulter, but if you can get on these type of poles, it pays huge dividends at the top end. You can see a great clearance at 5.90 meters.
Stevenson celebrating. The bar was then raised to 595. Stevenson had missed twice. Mack had missed twice. Gibilisco was out of the competition. He had missed at 590, then he passed, and he missed twice at 595. The third and final attempt, and this is an Olympic record for Tim Mack. A personal best as he clears 595, erasing the old standard set in Atlanta of 592.
And you can see Toby Stevenson shaking his head in disbelief. He has to come up huge, but Tim Mack comes up even bigger on this third and final attempt at 595. New territory for him, coming close to that 6 meter mark. Moves up poles, and it really pays big dividends at the top end. Great vaulting by Tim Mack, showing good speed on the runway, but great pop from that pole, moving up a few pounds in pole rating. And you can see his coach, Jim Bemeler, reacting accordingly. Awesome jump for Tim Mack at 595.
So that moved Tim Mack from second place into the lead in the pole vault competition with an Olympic record vault. All the pressure now on Toby Stevenson, who has cleared 6 meters earlier this year. His third and final try at 595, and this would be the result.
A great attempt for Toby Stevenson, just comes up a little bit short. Probably had to play with the standards a bit, and Toby has to settle for the silver medal.
Tim Mack not doing a lot of celebrating, but he established an Olympic record with a clearance of 595, defeating teammate Toby Stevenson, Giuseppe Gibilisco, the bronze medalist at 585. An Olympic record and gold medal for Tim Mack of the United States.